This is a Glass Box Media podcast.
Welcome to My Worst Date. This is your Shorty for September. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina.
What's up?
Well, I actually have something I want to share with you guys to get your opinion on.
Okay.
Also, because I'm just like, oh, this is a very interesting scenario. I want to know what you would do.
All right.
So,
what would you do?
What would you do?
Special
this is
date
advice.
Okay.
And we don't do advice, but it's kind of interesting. Okay. So this girl who's 28, her 27-year-old boyfriend have been together for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
They plan on planning a wedding once the world is back to normal. Spoiler alert, it will never be, but
Apparently not.
However, they are severely sleep incompatible.
Ooh, okay.
He says he can't get to sleep at night without cuddles. He's always said this, but I thought he was just being cute. Now I live with him, and it's very true. He loves cuddling and being physically close.
What did he do when he was living on his own?
Did he have a body pillow?
Get
or
him a
something?
body
That's
pillow.
what I was just going to say. Get his ass a body pillow.
Dude, you've already solved it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I was like reading through. She likes her space a lot. It's hot. It's hot to be cuddled by somebody, and she likes to be under the blanket. He likes to be on top of the blanket.
Oh my God, this is Chris and I.
On top of
No,
her.
it's me and Anthony too. Like
I'm
Anthony
under, he's
wants
over,
to,
always.
and Anthony wants to cuddle.
Oh, no.
Like when we go to sleep, and I cannot sleep like that. I cannot sleep like that. So I'm like, you can't fall asleep on me because then I have to be the asshole who wakes you up
To flip
because
you up.
I can't sleep if like anyone is on me because I move in my sleep.
yeah.
You know, so I'm just like, look, man, in my opinion, I'm like, you can get this man a body pillow.
Mm-hmm.
A cuddly dog.
You can do I Love Lucy style and like two
Yes.
twin beds.
Two twin-
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's perfect. She's like, gets too hot when she's added like a nighttime fan so that it's cold and she can allow longer cuddling sessions, but she honestly prefers to sleep not touching, facing opposite
I
directions.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the same way.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. That is so funny.
It's always the women. I really feel that way. I feel like women are always the ones who are like, don't touch me.
Yeah, I
like,
want to
I'm-
fall asleep.
I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, the thing, our nighttime routine has been like he'll like lay like on my chest and I'll like give him scritches on his
Yeah,
head
I love
and
a
his
scritch.
back and stuff like that. So then he just like relaxes enough, and then we have animals, on the bed. So eventually, like villain will squeeze in between us,
Yeah.
which I'm like, you the real MVP, buddy.
Yeah.
You
Everyone's
never
like,
have to have
"Excuse
this
me."
conversation.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, the cats.
The cat's here.
Anything for you.
Yeah, time to roll over and sleep.
No,
So-
we've had actual conversations about this because we had to kind of like we had to kind of like do this thing where we would have like cuddle time,
yeah.
right? Like, and then I'd be like, okay, now I'm going to sleep. So we had our whatever, however,
Your timer.
10 minutes of cuddle time, and now it's sleepy time.
Yeah.
So okay, we got cuddles for you, space for me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you gotta come to a compromise.
Yeah.
It's the only way it's gonna work. I just don't understand the not being able to sleep without cuddling thing. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not like you were always, were you sleeping in the same bed as your roommate prior to this? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
How?
Did you just move out of your parents' house? Well, they've been together since they were 20. He was 21.
If he was still sleeping in his parents' bed at 21, I'm concerned.
That's a whole nother issue. That's another Reddit
We
post.
need to take a look at that.
Caller, please call back.
Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah.
we have a would you rather for the week.
Okay, so I feel like this one was appropriate given some of the stories we've had come in, given some of the experiences that Christina has had.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather cry every single time you have sex or emit a blood-curdling scream at the time of climax?
Oh, I hate both of those.
I really hate both
It's
of them.
not good.
Oh,
Neither
no.
is good. I really feel like you could scare your partner either way for very different reasons. Like if you were with someone who cried every time.
I'm
We
about
know somebody.
ready to bust out. Some people are gonna have hurt feelings.
We know someone.
No, ooh, this one's gonna be tough. It is very difficult for me to come from another person's ministrations.
Ah, yes.
and
okay.
I may have faked it. So I don't
we
think
all
I
have
among
once or
us
twice.
has not. Yeah, like I feel like
in our
that's
lives.
So
I
sometimes you need to hurry it up. You're like, look, this is just it's taking too long.
I'll finish up later.
Yeah.
So I
I
feel
get
like
mad if I don't, though. Then I'm like,
if they ever heard me do a blood curdling scream because I was taking care of myself,
oh, Jesus, right?
Oh,
then
I
I'm
didn't even think
busting
about that.
myself out.
You can't have like
You'd have
you-
to make sure no one was home. Nor
Ever.
coming home.
And we live apartment life here. Like
so someone will be like 911.
just
every
a
time.
blood-curdling scream every...
you're like, no, I'm sorry, officer. You don't understand.
It's fine.
It's
I
fine.
was just on Pornhub in the private tab, like you do,
Like you do.
incognito.
But also crying every time.
Every time. Like I feel like that's so unsexy. I feel like it would be really hard to
Awful.
hold a long-term relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
Because I'd get real freaked out if they're screaming,
Can I
you
put
know,
my
they're
hand
having
over
a
my mouth when I
good
scream?
time, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, do we just like ball gag or
Yeah,
what?
there you
Like
Stick a sock in
something.
there.
Stick
Yeah.
a sock. Ew. That. Don't do that one. I can't breathe as it is. I'll be like...
I think I'd have to go for the scream though.
Yeah.
All that being said, it's the idea of crying every time. That's
Oof.
just like, and I'm a crier. I mean, I just, I told you guys I sobbed at Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's
because
different.
they were,
That tracks.
I mean, I started crying the minute the lights came up
Oh, yeah. Well, also,
and people started moving and singing, and I was like,
in fairness
Tears.
as well, listen, you and I are both criers at good performances, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, we have not been able to be in a theater space in so long. I felt that way too. Like the first time, like I was like, oh my God, I'm getting to watch people perform. I went and saw Little Women when I was back home.
Oh,
and I
wow.
felt the same thing. I was just like, I'm getting to watch like live performance.
Right.
again,
that's what
you
I
know?
felt.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I cried was that emotion. The second time I cried is because the audience went banana sandwich for like when Hamilton came out for the first time. People stood up, lost their shit, and so then I was crying again. I was like, everyone's so excited for this, and then
They're
like
so proud of you.
anytime anyone did like a really cool thing on stage, tears leaking into my mask, like just like proud mama. So yeah, I do cry a lot as it is. I think adding sex on top of it, somewhere where I don't usually cry
Or want
to, I think would just be overkill. Would be too much.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I'm going to go with the scream as well because I feel like your partner would get used to it. The first time, you got to really prepare them, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, don't be alarmed,
Listen, just put your hand over my mouth. We're
okay?
good.
But I feel like you could also plan around it. Like maybe you plan sexy times for places that are more isolated. I don't know. Like you can like plan for it.
I'm gonna flip the script though and ask like, what would you rather your partner do?
Oh.
Cry. Go cry. Bye. No, I'm just kidding.
But can you imagine
No,
a guy
neither.
blood curdling
Screaming?
screaming
No.
on top of you? I'm like,
No.
It's
No,
bad.
I hate it. I hate it. God damn it, Christina. No, I'm not playing your game.
But a man crying on you every time. Just tears every time.
But you could take it somewhere else, right? Like you don't got to do it around me.
I mean, if it's when you're
Is it
coming,
during?
So I'm
if he gets it
guessing.
from behind,
What if
though,
it's
huh?
all throughout? What if he's crying continuously from start to finish?
No.
Oh my god!
I would rather find a new partner.
Yeah.
That's what I would rather.
I mean, if I had to choose, I think I'm going to go scream both ways. I can't handle, like, that's too much
This is why
emotion.
it's only going to be doggy style from now on.
my
Just no sobbing. Just keep those tears nice and quiet
Reverse
behind me.
cowgirl. Like that's all we can do.
Yeah. Do not look at my face. I do not want to see your face.
I want to see those tears.
That really feels like, that relationship's not going to make it.
No.
I do not want to see your face.
Wow.
Not when you're doing it.
Wow.
Ew, I hate it.
And then you would always know, like you hear the shower going or whatever, and then you hear the blood curdling scream. You're like, jerked off in the shower again.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, and like with the scream, also like there's no having sex on vacation in your parents' house.
No.
Like there's no like having
crying,
sex.
you could have sex anywhere.
It's quiet tears.
And I'm telling you, there are a couple positions in which we can still make this work.
Oh god.
Or you can cover your face with a pillow.
Oh my god!
You just put a blindfold
Soak
on
those
him.
tears up,
whole
yes.
time.
Yes.
Oh my god, that is too much. All right, let's head into stories.
Cool.
Who wants to start us off?
Let me start with this one.
All right.
I had a date send her drink back several times and eventually had our server bring out all the ingredients in separate glasses so that she could mix it herself the quote right way. What's worse is we were both in the service industry at the time.
That is so condescending, so awful, so oh my god, I hate that.
Oh my god.
Don't be that person.
What's wrong with people? Like
order something different or just
it's really like, okay,
Beer, bitch.
look at what this looks like. That's how I feel a lot of the time. Like I'm like, are you so like you have no self-awareness in terms of like imagine what this looks like, what you're about to do.
No,
right now.
I think that person has, and I think that they think it looks
cool.
like they're being like, oh, look what I can do. Like I have a discerning taste. I have blah, blah, blah. I think that they are looking at it. They're just seeing it from the completely wrong side of things.
I agree with
where
you.
they're not, they're thinking it makes them look cool or
I'm so much better than this.
Gross.
Let me just do it myself.
Gross.
yeah.
Like like you really think that that's going to be like, oh, she knows what's up.
Yeah.
She knows how to take charge. Like, what?
No.
You know, like I think that's exactly right. Like she thinks in her head, she's overthought it
Yeah. Yeah.
when she should have just been like, this
just
is fine.
drink the drink.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Or just order a beer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Or order wine or something. If you're that particular about your cocktails, then,
Can you
hey,
imagine?
we'll have a nightcap at home and I'll mix our cocktails. Like, why would you, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Went on a first date with a guy. He picked me up and we started driving. I could hear something clunking around as we drove, but thought, I don't know, that he had a loose water bottle rolling
That's a dead
around or
body.
something.
It's a dead body. God damn it.
Then something furry ran over my foot.
In the car?
I screamed
No.
so loud. I can't believe he didn't swerve off the road. He told me to calm down. It was just calm down.
Okay,
In the
first of
history of calming down, has anyone ever calmed down? by
places
being told?
where I don't think that something's going to run over my foot in a car is number one with
Yeah.
the bullet.
Yeah.
Like I do
Yeah.
not think of rodentia.
No.
Like
No.
literally
No.
like
He told me to calm down. It was just his pet ferret that he let run around the car loose.
What? Why?
I am so
Why? Why? And also, how dangerous.
Also,
Yes.
let the person
me
know.
know.
All of this could have been avoided.
Also, yes, dangerous because in
Because
terms of
gas
like,
pedals?
yeah, like what if he gets
Yes.
under there while you're trying to drive?
Or
Oh
trying
my
to brake and he's
God.
behind the brake pedal. You got squashed ferret.
What the fuck? Needless to say, it did not work out. Yeah, I bet.
Did it?
I really
Weird.
want more information. I want to know what that car smelled like
Ew.
as well, because it
Ferrets
couldn't.
do not smell great.
And no, they don't.
No.
Bless their hearts.
Bless
but
their sweet little weasel hearts. They do not.
Okay. This one says a guy with a fetish for people in casts wanted me to wear a cast and role play how it happened and have him take care of me.
Oh.
I mean, if we were dating a while, sure, maybe, but not on the first date.
No, that's some that person watched Misery way too young, and they were like, there was a weird entanglement that happened there, and he's like, no,
that is a weird Munchausen thing or something, right?
Yeah, and again, it's like, we've talked about role play before, and dude, that one story about the farmer's daughter.
Oh no, milk will come out of these sometimes.
Oh,
and it's like, on a first encounter, that's a bold move to try to go for, like, you aren't you and I'm not me. Yeah. We've never done this before, but let's pretend to be other people doing this.
Like, you don't even know, you don't know them sexually yet at all. So how can you know them well enough to role play with them? You feel like you have to get into a certain kind of rhythm.
I need to go a script. What's my motivation here?
Yeah.
I need notes.
I need direction. I need direction, right? I'm going method.
That's right. I need a lot more notes on this.
Thanks.
I also want to know the stem. Like, I need to know where this character came from. I need to know where your character came from.
All three of us would be keeping character journals if we knew it was coming, right?
Yes.
Like, if we had a partner who's like, look, this is what I want to do, we'd be like, all right, I need 2 weeks to prepare.
As long as there's no accents for Christina.
Right. Oh my God. Right.
He's like, you're from Boston. You're like, God damn it.
Boston.
Eric's latest thing is to try to get me to do impressions of people in movies. So I started doing Sling Blade the other day.
No. Do not
Please
share.
don't do that in bed.
Do not
imagine.
No.
Mustard.
No. Don't.
Imagine if that was somebody's fetish. Like, somebody's like, I really want you to pretend to be Billy Bob Thornton and Sling Blade during.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate it.
French fried taters.
This feels good. Just real close to your ear.
This got off the rails real fast.
We just lost 50 listeners just from that.
Billy Bob Thornton turns off the mic.
He's like, no, how dare you?
Okay.
I hate that. That's gonna haunt my dreams.
Okay. All right, here's another shorty. He was over an hour late, no text or call. And when he finally showed up, his excuse was, quote, sorry I'm late. My mom had to take a shit. I have approximately 1,000 questions.
Did your mom drive you? Did you have to shit and you were waiting?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I'm like,
they got, one bathroom problems. I will tell you that. Like, we just moved into an apartment that has 2 bathrooms. Life fucking changer.
Oh my God.
For real.
Wonderful.
Oh man.
I don't know how, but Eric's the first person that I've lived with that I have not had bathroom conflict with. Usually I have to pee as soon as somebody else takes the only bathroom. It's like my bladder has
radar.
Yeah. It's like, oh, if the bathroom's unavailable, you have to piss right now.
Yeah.
But I don't have that, which has been
That's
nice.
how you know that it's meant to be. Bathroom compatibility. Okay, this one's wild. I was dating this guy for a while to the point where I started to feel comfortable enough around him not to vigorously exfoliate and shave my legs before every single date.
Oh no.
We know when that moment comes in the relationship. After one date, we went back to his place. I changed into comfy shorts and settled in on the couch to watch a movie. I fell asleep halfway through, and when I woke up, he was leaning over me, razor in hand, my leg covered in shaving cream, trying to shave my legs.
Stop it.
I booked it out of there, leg still covered in cream, and immediately ghosted.
Oh my.
Can you imagine how
so
frightening that is?
scary.
Like a date standing over you in your
So
sleep,
scary.
shaving your fucking legs.
Oh.
And why? And the razor burn.
Yeah, that's so extra.
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh my God.
I am so nervous. That makes me so nervous.
That's step one of something really insidious. I feel like if that's what he's doing early on,
when you're asleep,
asleep,
I don't like that.
When you're asleep,
you'll be like, I wonder what you look like with bangs.
Oh my god!
Like cuts bangs in your sleep.
God!
No, ma'am.
You imagine? I.
Well, if he's willing to shave your legs, what else is he willing to shave?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's creepy.
you can't be fucking around with the razor.
Yeah, no.
With someone's
Listen,
sleep.
if you're gonna wake me up doing something, make it be like massage or something.
Yeah.
like, make it be
Nice.
like rubbing my. No, maybe not rubbing my feet. I don't know, it'd be weird too.
Don't touch my feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it. I love a foot rub, but I think if I'm sleeping and wake
I
up
also-
to a foot rub, then I'm like, excuse me.
I love sleep though. So
Yeah.
maybe just let me sleep.
Yeah.
I prefer sleep.
love
I
sleep.
prefer sleep to being woken up in any way.
Yeah,
Really?
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. This is my last one. This guy was very proud of his singing voice and that he sang for the church choir. So in the middle of a nice dinner at a nice restaurant, he burst out singing a hymn in his best, vibrant Broadway voice.
No.
No.
He had a great voice, but good God, not in a quiet restaurant where people are trying to relax and enjoy this.
What's wrong with you?
He's like, my God is an awesome God. He reigns. Just
You're like, why?
like, shh, this is Olive Garden.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not. You're not like a 16-year-old after your high school show at a Denny's.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
That is a thing. That is a fucking thing.
It 100% is, and I've participated in
I've
it.
participated.
Not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Definitely, but like
relatable content.
you've got like a face full of theater makeup.
Yes.
yeah.
So much
Somebody's got
fucking-
flour in their hair. You know.
so much fucking makeup.
Yeah, but if you're a grown person on a date, it's a him. And it's a him.
Yeah.
You just brought Jesus into everybody's life at dinner. Like nobody
Yeah,
wants that.
I just
Nobody
like
wants
how
that.
shrunk can I get? Because I would just be under the table. Like,
Oh, I know. Like people causing a scene in a big restaurant.
I feel
I
like
mean,
you
I
have
love to
permission
watch
to get
it.
up and leave. I feel like you have permission.
Yeah.
I don't even like watching it. My secondhand embarrassment cannot take it. Cannot. I'd be like shrinking in my seat, even if I was like 5 tables away. I'd be like, oh, what is happening? Please stop it. Doing this.
Ugh. Well, if you guys have stories, be they short or long, please share them with us by going to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstatepodcast.com.
.com.
And we love you so much.
Cheers.
This is a Glass Box Media Podcast.